For today's recipe, Link will be joined by IQ, Gastro Bob, and Yar, Captain Cook. And backed up as always by Guinea Page and the Animal Crackers.
I love fish. I especially love how easily available fish is, and I don't have to go to a special store to buy it. And what are we gonna make with our fish? Fish tacos, of course. Here's what you'll need. 1 pound of any firm white flesh fish fillet. We're using Pacific haddock. 8 small corn or wheat tortillas. If wheat, preferably whole wheat. 1½ teaspoon of chili powder. 1/4 teaspoon of fine sea salt. 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin. 1/4 cups of mayonnaise. We're using light mayonnaise. 1 lime cut into small wedges. Juice of 1 lime. 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt. 1/4 cup of roughly chopped fresh cilantro leaves. 2 cups of thinly sliced green cabbage, 1 cup of finely chopped tomatoes, 1/2 cup of finely chopped green onions, 5 tablespoons of olive oil. These fish tacos taste best when they're freshly made and still warm, so the timing of this recipe is important. We're gonna start by making our dressing because that can sit in the fridge while we make everything else. I think Captain Cook has something to tell us. Ahoy, Captain Cook!
Ahoy there, Link! As you can see, I'm just trying to find something for me and my pal here to wear. He's invited me over for dinner, so I want to make sure we have something nice for the occasion. What do you think?
Looking good, Captain Cook. Just like we dress up in clothes, a dressing dresses up your food, like salad dressing on tossed salad. This tangy dressing is gonna top off our tacos. We'll combine our yogurt, our mayonnaise, our salt, and our freshly squeezed lime juice. We'll cover with plastic wrap and let it stay cool in the fridge. Now on to the fish. This haddock is pretty mild, so we're gonna give it some zip by seasoning to enhance its flavor. Fish tacos are amazing. In just half an hour, we're gonna have a ready meal that's quicker than for most of us to go get takeout. And the best part is, it's made from healthy and fresh ingredients. I've cut our fish into evenly sliced pieces. That way we'll ensure even cooking time. We'll add 3 tablespoons of olive oil. We'll add chopped cilantro, cumin, chili, and oregano. The olive oil will help spread around the seasonings to make sure that the fish is evenly coated. We're gonna let this sit for about 20 minutes so the fish can absorb the amazing flavors. If you're not gonna cook your fish immediately, don't worry. Just cover with plastic wrap and put in the fridge. But remember, use within a few hours. Now for our tortillas. I'm gonna use a fork to prick a few holes into each of them before I layer them. Hey, Link! Link! What's up? Hey, Link, I gotta know. That's a tortilla, not a taco. Tortillas are soft and tacos have crunch. What are you making for lunch? You trying to trick us? I promise, I'm not trying to trick anyone. Tacos can be soft or hard shells. As long as you got a tortilla and stuffing, you've got a taco. You could just warm up these tortillas and have soft shells, but for those of you who like a crunch, I'm gonna show you how you can make your own taco shell at home in just a few minutes. Let's start by preheating our oven to 375 degrees. Make sure there's just one oven rack in the middle.
Oven 375.
I've stacked our tortillas on a plate and microwaved on high for 30 seconds. The damp paper towel will help soften the tortillas and make them easier to handle. The next part is very difficult, so you want to be a little bit careful. We're going to drape each tortilla over 2 bars of our oven rack. We'll let those bake for 8 to 10 minutes or until crispy. We'll set the timer for 8 minutes and go back and check on them then. Gastro Bob, hit the timer, please.
You got it, Link.
I know what you're thinking. Why didn't we just fold our tortillas over the oven rack? Why did we prick them with a fork first and put them in the microwave? What's the scoop, IQ?
It's all because of science, Link. Unless our tortillas are freshly made, they likely came from the store and are going to be dry and rigid. To make those tortillas pliable, you need to make them soft. So throw in some moisture like the water from those damp paper towels, add some heat from the microwave, and you're essentially creating steam. Pricking them with the tines of a fork helps let some of that steam in. Plus, keep air pockets from forming in the tortillas, so they don't get puffy.
Thanks, IQ. I've got a big cast iron pan heating up over medium to high heat. If you don't have a cast iron pan, don't worry. Use your largest skillet or saute pan.
Yar! Did you say cast iron? Cast iron's been around for 100 years. They're durable and heavy, and they retain their heat, so they're perfect for pirates cooking over an open fire. He did say he was having me for dinner. Not quite what I expected. Your recipe looks real tasty, though. Enjoy.
We'll check in with Captain Cook a little bit later. Now let's get ready to make our fish. The handle of your pan is also made of cast iron, so it's gonna get hot as well. We'll add our remaining olive oil, which is about 2 tablespoons. You can use a heat-safe basting brush to spread out the oil. Make sure not to crowd your fish. Hear that sizzle? We want to create an even sear on each piece of fish. Don't move your fish around unless you want it sticking to the pan. Searing is when you use a hot pan to create a crust on your food. This will help seal in the juices.
You're not only sealing in juices, Link, you're creating flavor. And it comes from a natural chemical reaction happening when you apply high heat to your food called the Maillard reaction. The Maillard reaction happens to any kind of protein, such as meat, poultry, seafood, and eggs. So where's the chemical reaction coming from? Well, from the food itself. But it starts with high heat. How the Maillard reaction happens in fish is this. The amino acids, protein chains, interact with the simple sugars. The high heat kickstarts a reaction where both the amino acids and the sugars rearrange themselves, generating hundreds of delicious flavor compounds and that lovely brown color. And it's not just limited to meat, fish, and eggs. The natural protein chains in toast, maple syrup, and even coffee beans get their flavor and color from the Maillard reaction. But apply too much heat and that lovely brown crust turns into a burnt crust.
Check it out! The fish pieces have all nicely browned. The fish only took about a minute or 2 per side. But how do we know if the fish is cooked through? There's gotta be a way to find out. Secret Agent Man, what do you think? Secret Agent Man, what do you think? A meat thermometer? That's a great and accurate way to check if the fish is cooked. Thanks, Secret Agent Man. We'll check the temperature at the center of our fish.
158 degrees.
Perfect!
We now have taco shells, Link. Turning oven off.
Great, it's all coming together. As we now know, cast iron holds on to its heat, so I'm gonna remove our fish and put it onto a plate. That way it doesn't overcook. Make sure to use clean cooking utensils. We're ready to assemble our fish tacos. We have our dressing, our veggies, and our crunchy taco shells. Some shredded cabbage, chopped tomatoes, some fish, our dressing, and some chopped green onions. I'm gonna finish assembling these tacos, then we're gonna have a quick tidy up. Lab rat, speed dial, please.
Let's tidy up, let's tidy up, let's tidy up, let's tidy up. When you're finished and the cooking's done, even though you had lots of fun, you gotta
Greetings, Gastroblasters. I just have to share my reaction to what's been going on in the Gastroblast kitchen. The Maillard reaction. It's a tag team effort of amino acids and natural sugars to create, the toasty tastiness of browning. And linked through in a culinary bonus by turning those rigid store-bought tortillas into pliable ones that could take on the bake and shape into taco shells. That Link, what will he think of next time?
The only thing I can think of is tasting these fish tacos.
Hey, Link, just wondering, by any chance do you have a fish taco that we could give my mate here? Talk him out to eating me for supper.
Of course, Captain Cook. We made 6 servings, fast and fresh. So your friend can have one, and you can have one too. Thanks for your help today, IQ.
No problem, Link. Thanks for the lunch.
Gastro